Host is not in the meeting yet. Okay.
I'll take him out. You okay?
Let's hang out here today and pretend it's nighttime. So there's this rainbow cone place that's over by the movies and on Rand Road. I want to try it. Michelle and Donna were going after the movie, but I wanted to go do my return. So I was like, ladies, I can't go.
It was a little early for us.
I know. Well, no, it was like by then 11ish. Anyway, Wendy was talking about it Friday. Rainbow cones. They're real popular in the city and stuff. And it's all sherbet. It's like called a, yeah. Do you want to come up? I'm going to do yoga. What? I know. You're all out of sorts, aren't you? You're off your routine too, aren't you? You off your routine? Mm-hmm. So anyway, let's see what else. Yeah, I've got to sit down and get those dates to Lori because she asked me and I don't want to
Because she wants to
plan and talk about
when did you ask her?
when we were walking.
Oh.
I said, even if you know somebody, because I said, I know you know a lot of animal lovers. And I said, and I just can't take Weedy to the place. They'll think I'm abandoning. They'll think I'm giving them away. Right, Weedy? Can you do caller 66? Easier to win. Haley, do you want to go through 65 calls to get the winner? Would you like to do that?
I mean, even though it's on Monday morning, I think I might be up for that.
Bob, why not caller 66? You should, to give Alexi an opportunity to call in. Well, I don't know what that means exactly. Do you not have enough listeners to get to caller 66? No, that's not nice. That was uncalled for. Let me tell you something. If we did like, call it 5,000. Yeah, there might not be. The busy lines all day.
Are you going tonight?
I'm signed up.
We got those pork chops.
Oh, yeah.
I could cook those on the grill.
All right, let's do
Or
that.
you want them in the oven?
Well, something that'll make them tender. Should we maybe marinate them?
Sure.
Before we lived in Burlington and Wright was close to the lake. It's pretty scary. Yeah, she was talking to me. And also, Secretariat was in our This Week in Chicago segment. I was there to see Secretariat race at the Arlington racetrack. It was too short to see over the fence, and my boyfriend parked with the car. Once the bell sounded and the gates opened, I was told to run fast as she could. Me in the striped shirt in this picture I'm sending you. I could always do one of Julia's classes. I'm really not done. Two spots to whoever came up with the idea for Anna's segment.
You could do that if you want this morning.
Yeah, if you like something, I claim it's my idea. I could just go and say it's controlling Joe or Haley. That's how I work. Traffic in Chicago is exacerbated in no small part by the pandemic proliferation of bike. Yeah, we do have a lot of bike lanes. Let's not have a war between the bike people and the cars. Okay, be safe. Everybody be safe out there in your life. Lou Mitchell starts on Route 66. That's right. That restaurant right at the beginning point of Route 66. That is oh. I've never driven Route 66.
Not much of it left.
No?
Well,
Bob, I must admit what people suggested, with maple syrup, so I tried it this morning. I think I put a little too much of it in my coffee because that's all I can taste, regardless, it's delicious. Yeah.
They like,
you know, that-
it's a historic route, but I don't know if they have the Route 66 like that in their maps anymore. I think they kind of changed it. I don't.
And you know, a lot of people were dealing with mosquitoes up and out over the July 4th holiday, and talking about this in Marianne, they did a couple weeks ago, and we heard from many, but if you are going hiking, spraying your clothes is a must. It also lasts for like 10 washes. When you were hiking the Rockies last week, were you spraying everything so it wasn't bit? No, I wasn't. The bugs were not a problem at all. Not a problem. Out west, until Marianne, I put a dryer sheet in my back pocket.
Yes, that's
Oh, I
right.
love that. Yeah, and then the day bed.
Take a bite.
That's right.
I've talked to my husband. Hi, hello. How are you?
Good. How are you? I wasn't thinking maybe you weren't going to be here.
I'm back.
Oh,
wait,
good. That's great.
my video just turned on. Okay, there we go. Yes, I'm back 3 weeks, and then I'll be away again the last week of July.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm here right now. Yay!
See you.
Good to see you, and Adrian. Thanks for joining.
Yeah. Morning.
Morning. All right. Did you watch any fireworks?
I did.
Yes.
Went to the beach.
Oh, did they have them by the pier?
Yeah.
Oh, because I saw that Paradise Coast Sports Complex was doing that drone. So I wasn't sure if that was in place of fireworks by the pier, but they did the fireworks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nancy went as well. Did you go?
Yeah, but we far away because.
Yeah, Nancy said to go down hard to get home.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
That's a long time, especially if it's in
Yeah.
town.
The traffic every week.
Well, maybe the drone show pulled some traffic away. But they did a drone.
They only go out for like 10 or 15 minutes long.
It was 25.
Oh.
It's not the drone show.
I know the drone show.
No, the drone show said 10 or 15 minutes over at Paradise, but there's so many other things going on, mostly for little kids.
Oh, okay.
So, the America's Got Talent just had a drone thing on it.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, so I figured this was kind of like a mini version of
That
that.
is brilliant, yeah.
Yeah,
Really,
probably wouldn't go.
really cool, yeah. Have you been watching it, America's Got Talent? Did you see the little boy dancer with the little red scarf? He had no teeth at the front. He was 8 years old, but he was tiny, and he wanted to be on Broadway, or to be a dancer, because he was a dancer. Oh my God, he is such a showman. He was dancing to a Freddie Mercury song, and it was perfect for him. He was just, he said, they said, what sort of dancing do you do? He goes, it's jazzy. Jazzy. And he kept laughing, and he had no teeth.
But it's everybody, I mean, every fifth one is from America. They're all from other countries. Everybody's from here. Well, they all have it in their own countries, but they want to come, you know.
What about when they said, what would you do if you won $1 million to it? He said, I'd give it to children who can't afford to dance, because when my mum was growing up, my mum couldn't afford to wear a dance.
How old was he?
He was tiny, he looked about 5. He was really, really tiny, but he was such a showman. His body, I mean, his expressions when he was dancing, it was just, you couldn't stop looking at it. It was a star, it was just amazing.
I want to do that.
Oh, he was, and he was like a gymnast too, so he was doing somersaults and everything, as well as dancing. He was really good. They do have some very talented people, and they have some stupid people.
Well, they have the mix. So you
Yeah,
can
I
see
know,
the-
it's entertainment really,
Mhm.
it's not necessarily.
Yeah, I know. You gotta, yeah, it's like
They
so
cast it that
scripted and
way.
stuff.
Yeah.
So, you're right. So last week at Jovens, did anybody come?
I did. Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Was it good? What did he do? Just some, oh, he did the core, or the,
It
Butts and
guts.
Yeah,
oh, were you sore?
my thighs were sore last week. I did 2 of his, I think. Was it like Monday and Tuesday? Monday and Tuesday.
I forgot that you weren't gonna be here, Nancy, so I.
Surprise!
Tell people came with no shoes and I was like, oh.
That was
I need
me.
shoes. I showed up in no
Oh.
shoes because I thought I was doing yoga. I was like, well, I'll stay.
you made it, yeah, you did it.
You know, I liked doing it without shoes.
You couldn't really walk out with everybody on stage.
Well, glad, it's always good to get something different.
Yeah.
Going for the body. I know, I'm feeling my own pressure, that I should start doing some weight training. Because I feel like that's, just as far as the aging body and like a good counter to all the yoga, and just to start building some of the strength. Because I think you can only go so far as how much strength you'll build from the yoga practice. And anyway, but
And it is like one of those things where you think, I should do it, but whereas yoga is like, I want to do it.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then you're in the kitchen, and all of a sudden you can't have any pickles because you can't open the jar.
You just take a tablespoon and
Pop it.
pop the lid, that's
Yeah,
what
let the
I'm.
pressure.
And also you need to get one of those rubber things to put on top. Also, Pampered Chef has a great one for lids. It's like a triangle that has teeth. You just set that on and it's got a handle. You just turn it and it's, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I just take a spoon and pop them.
Yeah.
pop the seed. Takes the pressure off.
Sorry, ladies. All right, we'll get started. So welcome July. July is a beautiful month to, focus on, just things that are related to heat and with our bodies, and to know how to cool our bodies down. The days are long, so I got some inspiration to think in terms of doing poses today that help lengthen our muscles to kind of connect with these long days. And then the cooling down part of the practice with some series of forward folds. So, kind of a combination, and also some stuff for our core to match that kind of fire that, comes from these months of heat. So just to think in terms of like heat and strength, but also then the days being long and how we can, think about lengthening our muscles instead of feeling like they're contracted all the time. In New Jersey, I actually did a workshop on the pelvic floor. It was really fascinating. So it was two doctors, one was a chiropractor, one was a doctor of physical therapy, and then just got fascinated with the pelvic floor. So has become a specialist in this area. And it was fascinating, and I need to dive a little bit more into it, but fascinating to think that, like, if you've got tension, muscle tightness in the lats up here, how that actually could be because of a contracted pelvic floor. And as a society, that we never learn how to relax the pelvic floor. So therefore those muscles down there are always in a contracted state. And if they're always working, then they get tired. So then the other muscles in your body, your hips, then your intercostal muscle, like it all then works its way up to then this part of the body overcompensating for not, and it's not then like as I just did, like dropping and sagging, but finding ways to relax that. So it may have inspired me to create my own pelvic floor workshop to develop. So anyway, it's really, really interesting. So I was glad I took that and to understand the relationship. But lengthening the breath, your diaphragm here, when you breathe from your diaphragm, your pelvic floor, the muscles down there move along with your diaphragm. Mhm. It's all connected. Makes sense. So, yeah, so really, really cool stuff. Anyway, but let's just come to whatever seat you're most comfortable in, lengthen up through the spine, close the eyes or soften the gaze. And let's just begin to tune in. And as you tune in, try and really bring your awareness to that area that's beneath the belly button. So you've got an energy center all the way down in your seat, in your pelvic floor, and then there's one just above it. So these two are responsible, these two energy channels are responsible for helping us be able to root down in our seat, to feel grounded. So just bring your awareness, try and visualize beneath the skin how you feel your breath as you inhale, move into that area of the body. And as you exhale, maybe feel even more grounding, even more connection with the earth. I feel like summertime is also a time where we really feel connected to the earth, the elements of the sun, the elements, the sun and the air we breathe. It's hard to, the minute you step out the door, you realize how powerful the sun is. If it's taking you a little bit more effort to breathe, to then slow down and really focus on lengthening that breath. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Take a moment to set your intention for your practice. Thinking in terms of strength. Where do you draw your strength from? How do you sort of tap into that internal fire? To help you move through any challenging times or challenging thoughts. How we kind of stoke a fire, how what we can tap inside of us, it's there to connect with it, to strength. How air helps to make a fire come alive. So connecting with our breath adds power to our practice, adds to us connecting, yoking mind, body, and soul. And let's Om together to open the practice. So taking a full breath in through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth, and then we'll Om on the next exhale. Keeping your eyes closed, take the arms, circle them around, bringing the palms overhead, drawing the palms down to your heart center. 2 more times. Big inhale, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, pressing the palms together even more now to feel the energy across the heart space. 1 more time. Inhale, circle the arms overhead, actively press the palms together. Drawing the hands down to your heart center, elbows going out to the sides, feeling that opening across the heart. Flicker the eyes open. Next circle, take the arms overhead, start to twist to the right, pausing halfway. Let's lengthen through the fingertips, reaching in opposite directions, really feeling that lengthening. And then drop that right hand behind, left hand to the right knee. And taking 3 more breaths here, moving more deeply into the twist. So inhale, lengthening up through the spine. And exhale, move into the twist. But staying rooted in your sits bones. Try not to let the lower part of the body, the sacrum, twist, but make the twist come from the navel up. And adding the head, so looking over that right shoulder. One more inhale, exhale, look just a little bit further. And the next inhale, float those arms overhead, come through center. Take the twist to the left, pausing halfway. Reach the arms in opposite directions to lengthen. And then drop the hands down again. Check in, make sure you're twisting from the navel up. 3 more breaths. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, move a little deeper into the twist. Another inhale, lengthen. Feel that engagement, the breath coming into the navel, and then the exhale moving you into the twist. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, arms up. Come to center, just reaching the arms on either side of the ears, fingertips reaching up toward the sky. Actively pull the belly button in. Draw the arms into your shoulder sockets and lift the chest. And then exhale, hands down to the knees, drop chin to chest, round the back. Inhale, lift back up. This time adding maybe a little arch to the upper back. Again, draw the arms into your shoulder sockets. Lengthen up the tailbone, slightly tilting toward the sky. And then exhale. Really drop chin to chest, open across the upper back by drawing the palms into the knees. 1 more inhale, lengthen up. A little arching of the upper back, tilt the tailbone. And exhale back to neutral. And then let's rock forward to tabletop. Grab your blocks and just place them at the top of your mat. So you've got those in arm's reach for when we need them, or if there's any discomfort going on in the wrists, try placing your blocks at the lowest height under the hands for tabletop. So it looks like this, and wrap your pinky finger on one side, your thumb around the other, so that your fingers are flared and you've got your second, third, fourth fingers facing forward, and that might help take some heat off your wrists. And then moving through our cow and cat. So draw the navel in, neutralize the spine on your inhale, tilt the tailbone up, lift the crown of the head. So we're dropping the belly, but not letting it sag. And then on the exhale, rounding into cat pose. Tuck the pelvis, chin to chest, inhale, lengthen in your cow pose. And exhale into cat. Inhale, lengthening the spine in cow pose. And exhale into cat. Coming back to neutral, inhale the left arm, reaching it up. And then exhale, threading it under and just tap down, and then we're gonna come back up on the inhale. Inhale, lift that left arm, open the chest. Exhale, thread it under, tap down one more time. Lift it up on your inhale. And exhale, lower down, this time staying here in thread the needle, dropping down to that left shoulder. Make sure that you're not sitting back, that your sits bones are in line with your knees. Find that comfortable position for that left shoulder, left side of the head. The right hand can stay on the mat right by your face, or if you want a little bit more for that right side, reach the right hand out toward the top of your mat. So you feel that opening in the armpit and the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, just a little bit more. Little bit more. So right there, now your knees and hips are in line. One more breath in. And out. Bringing that right hand back in by the face, pressing into it. Lift that left arm up, open. And exhale it back down, move through a cow and cat. Inhale, lift the crown of the head, tilt the tailbone. And exhale into cat. Coming back to neutral, inhale, right arm lifts up, lengthen through the fingertips. And exhale, thread it under, tap down. Inhale, lifting it back up. And exhale, thread it under, tap. Inhale, lifting it up. And exhale, settling in here, dropping to this right shoulder. So find, might lengthen that right arm out a little bit. And then stretching that left hand to the top of the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. Good job, nice position of hips in line with knees. See if you can settle into that right shoulder just a little bit more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Notice if there's any gripping, any clenching going on, and see if you can just release into the earth just a little bit more. One more breath in. And out, bringing that left hand in by the face, pressing into it and lifting that right arm up. And then exhale it back down. So working on our core just a little bit, we're gonna press the tops of the feet into the mat, lift the knees and shins an inch off the mat. Breathe in, holding here. So keep breathing. We're gonna hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop down, push the seat to the heels. Child's pose. Making it an active child's pose, so keep the arms extended. Head dropping in between the arms. If it's comfortable, belly resting on the thighs. One more breath in, really breathing into the backside. Let those sides of the rib cage flare out. And exhale the breath out, and then inhale back to tabletop. And now tucking the toes under. See if you can connect all 10 toes to the mat. On your inhale, lift the knees and shins an inch off the mat. So keep maintaining your inhales and exhales as we hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees back down. And again, push back to a child's pose. Arms extended. So you feel an active stretch going on in the upper back. Breathe into the whole backside. Yeah, you can maybe come up on your fingertips, lifting the wrists, pressing the fingertips into the mat, and actively try and draw back for a little extra stretch across the upper back. One more inhale and exhale, and then start to walk your hands back towards your knees and then come up on your knees and we'll come into gate pose, taking the left foot out to the side. Have the left edge of your foot parallel with the wall, and then do a little adjustment so that your tailbone's not sticking out, but that it's lengthening down. So you really feel lengthening of the spine. Lift that right arm up by the ear, and then take the side bend to the left. So again, with this theme of lengthening, we're lengthening our right side of the body now. Also, try not to collapse the left side. So you're kind of reaching up and bending to the side so that you're able to really get into those intercostal muscles. Just trying to span these pants. The skeleton. I love them. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lengthening that hip flexor on the right side. Lengthening through the fingertips. So try and keep those fingertips together. Reaching to the wall on the left side. Beautiful. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bring that right hand down to the floor. Lift the left arm up. Maybe lift that left leg. If you're lifting it, feel that strength of your hip flexor and your inner groin muscle. Flex that left foot. Push through the heel to lengthen that leg. One more inhale. And then exhale, come back to gate pose. And we're going to alternate between the two. So take that arm by the ear. Exhale, right hand down, left arm lifts, maybe left leg lifts, or it can stay planted. Next inhale, rock back to gate pose. And exhale, back down to the floor. Inhale, lifting the leg and arm. Exhale, drop the foot one more time. Right arm comes overhead. And come back to neutral. Let's inhale the arms overhead. Let's just take a little stretch here on our knees. Flip the palms up. Lengthen through the arms. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. On this next exhale, bend the knees. Sweep the arms down, rounding the spine. Sitting on your heels. Next inhale, lift back up. And then gate pose on the other side. Right foot comes out. Inhale, left arm up. Lengthen down through the low back. Side bend to the right. Breathing in. Breathing out. Feel this left side of your heart space opening up. One more breath in. And down. Next exhale, we're gonna drop that left hand down, right arm lifts. Again, right foot can stay on the floor or see if you can lift it up. Holding here, lengthening through that right leg if it's lifted by flexing the foot, pushing through the heel. And try not to have the right side of your chest collapsing. Keep that right arm lifted, chest opening. And then next inhale, drop down and come back into gate pose on your exhale. Inhale, back to the opposite. And exhale, dropping the foot down into gate pose. Inhale, left arm down, right arm lifting, right leg maybe lifts. And exhale one more time into gate pose. And then coming back to neutral. Knee comes in, tabletop, tuck the toes under, lift the knees and shins, push back. Straighten the legs, come in to downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Probably feels good after all that time on the knees. Full breath in, maybe a big exhale out through the mouth. Another big inhale through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth. Come to stillness, come up high on the tips of your toes and the balls of your feet so the heels lift. Soften the knees just a little bit and then see if you can flare, widen the space between your sits bones. And then straighten the legs again and drop your heels. Let them fall where they fall. Don't worry about them coming all the way down to the mat. And then next inhale, rock forward, dropping the hips, come to plank pose. Drop that left knee down, rotate your right heel down, and lift the right arm up, supported side plank. Try and lift this right hip. If you want to transition a full side plank, left leg extends so that you're stacking the right foot on top of the left foot, both legs extended. Reaching through those right fingertips. You could also step the right foot in front of you for support. And then we're gonna roll back to plank pose. Again, working on a little fire here in the belly. So now drop the right knee down. Rotate that left heel down. Lift that left arm up. So starting in supported side plank. This might be where you stay, or maybe extend the right leg, stacking the feet on top of another. Or maybe that left foot comes in front to help stabilize you. Breathing in, breathing out. Roll back to plank. Push back to downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Rock forward to plank again, dropping the knees down, coming into lowering by just hugging the elbows in, bending at the elbows, lowering ourselves down to the mat. Setting up for cobra, inhale, just lift a little bit, just a baby cobra, and check in with your alignment here. So the shoulders should be drawing away from the ears. Your hands are under your shoulders. Your elbows are hugging into the side body. Lengthen through the legs. Rock the pelvis toward the earth. Feeling that opening across the heart space. One more breath here. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, pressing back up with all those alignment cues. And exhale, lower down. Inhale one more time, lifting up. And exhale, lower down. Tucking toes under, lift yourself through tabletop, push your seat to your heels, straightening the legs, downward facing dog. Full breath in and out. Look between your hands and walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Bring your blocks on either side of your feet. Excuse me, at the middle height. Inhale, lifting to a flat back. Float the arms out to the sides, soften the knees, lift the upper body to come to stand, straighten the legs, arms float overhead, hands draw down to heart center. And just take a pause here, closing the eyes or softening them, and check in. Maybe silently say your intention. Notice the energy moving through the body. One more inhale here and exhale. And then the next inhale, opening the eyes, circling the arms overhead, and a big exhale to dive forward into forward fold, hands to blocks. Lift up halfway. And then exhale, bend the knees and shoot that right leg back for low lunge. Hands on the blocks helps to keep the heart lifted. Drop that right knee down, uncurl the toe, sweep the arms up. So pressing into that left foot, stack your shoulders in line with your hips. For Anjaneyasana, lengthening. Breathe in, breathe out. Sweep that right hand down to the back of that thigh. Reach through the left fingertips, a little arching back. And then come back to neutral, arms sweeps up. Hands down to the blocks. Tuck the right toes under and lift that right knee up. And then keep the right hand on the block, lift the left arm up for a twist here in our low lunge. Lengthening through that right leg. Try not to let the left knee bow out to the side, try and draw it in. One more inhale. And then exhale, hand down to the block. Push off that right foot, bring it forward, lift to a flat back. Breathe in and exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive, come up to stand. Arms float overhead, and we come right back down in forward fold, hands to blocks, bend the knees and shoot that left leg back. Dropping left knee, uncurl the toes, sweep the arms in front of you and overhead, bringing you up into Anjaneyasana. Stabilizing here by pressing into the top of the left foot, the bottom of the right foot. Lengthening through this muscle here, the front psoas muscle and front left quad. Sweep that left hand behind and reach that right arm a little bit up. Lengthen. And then exhale, hands down to the blocks. Tuck left toes under and lift up. So the left hand stays on the block, right arm lifts up. Really lengthen through that left leg. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more inhale. And exhale, the right hand down. Push off to step forward. Inhale, lifting to a flat back. Exhale, fold, reverse swan dive, lifts you up to stand. Hands to heart center. Tadasana, adding on. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, take the right leg back, dropping the right knee down, sweeping up on Janyasana. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sweeping right hand down, reaching through the left fingertips. And then exhale, hands to the blocks. Tuck the right toes under and lift that leg. And then coming into our twist, left arm reaches up. Full breath in. Exhale it down, drop the right knee again, this time adding half Hanumanasana. So we're gonna bring the blocks under the shoulders and flip the left toes up, coming onto the heel. So starting upright. So really bring those blocks right under the shoulders, fingertips to the blocks. And then think about leading with the heart to fold forward. Keep the left foot flexed. Breathing in. Breathing out, really feeling the lengthening of the muscles in this left leg, especially the hamstring. One more breath in. And out. Inhale to lift up, rocking onto that left foot. Bring the blocks forward. Lift that right knee. And then coming into, did we do the twist already? No. Okay. Thank you. So left hand stays, no, right hand stays on the block. Left arm reaches up. Oh, we did it? Okay, well, we'll do it again. It's okay. We did do it, yeah. And exhale, hand down, push off that right foot. Lift up to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive to come to stand, arms float overhead. Hands to heart center, Tadasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, diving forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend the knees. Take the left leg back, low lunge. Dropping left knee down. Inhale, sweep up. Anjaneyasana. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. That left hand sweeps down, reach a little bit more through the upper back, right fingertips, and then exhale, hands down to the blocks. Come up to your low lunge. Left hand stays on the block, right arm reaches up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Exhale, hand down to the block. Drop that left knee again. Half Hanumanasana. So take the blocks under the shoulders. Flip those right toes up. Come up on the heel. So coming upright helps to align and lengthen this left side. And then we can fold forward with that leg. So noticing if this side feels any different. Is this side a little tighter maybe? Or not as tight? I'm just taking note of how our sides feel. We always favor one side over the other. So just acknowledging and noticing, observing, honoring. Inhale to rise. Rocking onto that right foot, block, straighten the right foot, come back to low lunge. We'll come into that twist one more time. Inhale, right arm lifts up. Breathe in. And exhale it down, and then push off that left foot, stepping it forward. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive lifts us up. Arms float overhead, hands to heart center. And Tadasana, moving into a standing series. Take that right foot back and then turn your feet to face this TV, no, which way? This way, the exit wall. And then I'll turn our friends at home, follow along. So starting in our wide-legged forward fold, turning the toes in toward each other so you feel a little pigeon-toed. Take your arms up and then try and have your ankles under your wrists. So that should be the judge of how wide your stance is. So it should be just about in line. And then you'll bring your hands to your sacrum, fingertips pointing down. Okay. Slide down a little bit to help lengthen. Draw the elbows toward each other and the chest lifts. So everybody feel that? So you're lifting up through the heart space and now start to fold forward. Feel equal weight between the balls of your feet and your heels. And then taking fingertips down to the floor or a block. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful, everyone. So that feeling of equal weight distribution then helps us to not lean too far forward or lean too far back. We just want to be in an equal homeostasis. Maybe the hands, if they're comfortably reaching the floor, maybe bring the palms down and hands in line with feet. Let the head drop. One more full breath in. And out. Slowly start to lift up halfway. Bring the left hand under the nose and inhale, right arm lifted up. So this is where it gets a little tricky because you don't want your sacrum to twist. So keep your sacrum level and the twist coming from the navel up. Beautiful, nice job. So you don't want that right hip to lift up. So Mandy, drop that right hip just a little bit. Yes, there you go. So then it gets you deeper into where you should be twisting. And then drop that hand down, switch, right hand under the nose. Inhale, left arm, reaching it up. And then again, mindful to drop that left hip. Beautiful. So like I could come around with a tray and put it right on that sacrum. One more breath in. And exhale down, hands to hips, press into your feet. Use your core to lift up, to stand. Turning left toes to the mirrors. Turn your right toes in just a little bit. Arms come up shoulder height. And bend that left knee, bringing us into warrior two. So if you feel like you need to widen your stance a little bit, you can shimmy the feet. You should be able to see your left big toe. And settle in here. So looking, strong gaze over the left fingertips. Try and straighten that right leg a lot. Maybe even feel like you're pressing into the outer edge of that right foot to help take a little heat off the left thigh. Inhale, straighten that left leg. And then exhale, rebend, come into extended side angle. Take that right arm by the ear. Open the right side of your chest. Try not to fold forward like that, but open and lengthen along this right side of the body. Maybe deepen the bend in your left knee. Push into the left elbow and left forearm to get out of that left shoulder. One more inhale. And exhale. And then inhale, spiral back up to warrior two. Straighten that left leg, drop the right hand down, flip your left palm, reach up. Exalted warrior, breathe in, now lengthening and opening the left side of the body, just like we did. You're right, Marilyn?
Yeah.
Just going into a smile.
And I went to look at you and I went.
I know you have such a wide stance for warrior too. Make sure this is really short, just a little bit. Beautiful. So exalted warrior really invites us to open up the extended side and then come back. Draw those left toes in, bring the hands to your sacrum again. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, fold into Prasarita Padottanasana, again, wide-legged, forward fold, hands coming to wherever it's comfortable, a block or the floor. Breathing in, breathing out. One more inhale. And exhale. Hands come to hips on the next inhale, press into the feet, lift yourself up, turning the right toes now to the windows, turning left toes in a little bit more. Inhale, arms up shoulder height, bending the right knee, warrior two. Warrior two is a lengthening pose. We're lengthening through that back leg. We're lengthening through our arms, our fingertips. We're lengthening our gaze. So look out over those right fingertips. Draw your fingers together. Let the shoulders drop away from the ears. Lengthening through the fingertips helps to open up the heart space. And then inhale, straightening right leg. Rebend, drop that elbow and forearm down. Take the left arm by the ear, fingers together, really lengthening from the left foot up the left side of the body. And have the palm face up. So your right arm is resting, actually pressing into that right thigh a little bit, and your right palm face up so that you're not dropping into that right shoulder too much. You could even maybe reach that right hand like you're giving the wall an apple. So you really feel the activity there. And then inhale, come back up to warrior two. Straighten that right leg, drop the left hand down, flip that right palm up, reach that hand up, exalted warrior. Looking up to the right thumb. Breathing in. Breathing out. Claudia, try straightening that right leg a little bit. Yeah. Really opening up this right side. And then exhale back. Turn your right toes in. One more forward fold here. So hands come to the sacrum. You want that lengthening action. Inhale, the chest lifting. Then exhale, just like we did in that half split. We lead with the heart. And then again, hands fall where they may. Maybe even the top of the head is resting on the floor for some of you. One more breath in.
and out, and then come up halfway. And then start to walk your hands to the left, turning to face the mirror. Step that right foot forward and drop the head and roll yourself up to stand. Inhale, arms float overhead, hands to heart center. And Tadasana. Take a moment here, closing the eyes or softening the gaze. Full inhale through the nose. Inhale the arms overhead and exhale, diving forward. We're going to make our way to our bellies. So dropping the hands to the mat, step both feet back to plank, lower the knees down, hug the elbows in, bring yourself down, and then coming into Sphinx pose, bring those arms in front of you. Wrap your fingers around your elbows to make sure that your elbows are in the correct place, so your fingers should be wrapping around. There you go, yeah. And then bring those forearms down. So separating the legs a comfortable distance apart so you don't feel any clenching in the low back. And then on your inhale, really begin to feel the lift in your heart, the extension in the spine, your gaze looking ahead of your fingers, pressing gently into the hands and forearms to help open the heart. You're rocking the pelvis toward the mat to help take any discomfort out of the low back. And getting this gentle spinal extension. Really feeling the lengthening on your inhale. And then you release on the exhale. One more inhale. And then exhale, lower down, taking the elbows out to the side, stacking the hands. Rest your forehead on the backs of your stacked hands. And just take a few breaths here, breathing from the diaphragm, feeling the belly pressing against the mat. With each inhale and exhale, starting to cool the body down. Starting to trigger the parasympathetic nervous system into more relaxed mode. One more inhale. And exhale, and slide your hands underneath your shoulders so you can press yourself up and back, and then scoot your legs around so you're bringing the legs in front of you. And then moving the flesh away from the sits bones, and we'll come into our Ardha Matsyendrasana twist. Draw your right knee into the chest and step it over the left leg. The right hand comes behind. Inhale, left arm, reach it up, and then exhale into the twist. Try and anchor yourself in this pose by pressing into that right toe ball mount. And keeping the left foot flat. Release in that low back and mid back area. One more inhale. And exhale. Coming through center, a little counter twist to the left. And release that right leg. And just reset, draw left knee into the chest, step it over the right. Left hand comes behind. Inhale, right arm up. Twist to the left. Anchor through that left toe ball mound. So really pressing that toe ball mound into the floor, into the mat. Maybe adding the head to look over your left shoulder. Draw the belly in. One more inhale. And exhale. And then coming through center, counter, rotate to the right. And then to neutral, and then separate the legs. So bring your hands behind you for a moment. Lift your seat up. And then place it back down where you feel a little bit of a tilt in the pelvis. Yeah. Knees, toes facing the ceiling. Inhale the arms up by the ears. And then start to hinge forward. Lead with the heart as if you're giving a big beach ball to me. So then at the point that you're about to round the spine, bring the hands down. For some, you might be able to walk the hands out forward a little bit, bringing the belly and chest down. If you're dropping low enough, you may place a block there to rest your forehead on. But honor wherever you are most comfortable. Yeah, Gail just stacked 2 blocks. That's great. That's beautiful. So it might look like this. Any way that we can bring the earth to us to support us in a pose. Beautiful. One more inhale. And exhale. And then inhale to lift up and bring that, bend the right knee, bringing the heel in toward your pubic bone. And then inhale the arms up and twist to the left. So you're looking out over your left leg and now start to reach for the foot. So a little bit of a different version of Janu Sirsasana, where the legs are open wider, feeling that stretch on the right side. One more inhale. And exhale. And then inhale to lift up and now revolved Janu Sirsasana. So drop that left arm down, rotate your right chest open, and see if you can take that right arm overhead toward the toes. But more important, to rotate the chest open. You might, and if that's too much for you to drop down, you can put a block under. Inhale to come back up, and we'll switch legs. Bending left knee, so the heel is coming in right by the pubic bone. Inhale the arms up and then twist the body to look out over your right leg. And then fold. Everybody feel this for the left side? Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale to lift up And then we'll take that right arm down onto a block or the floor, open up that left side of the chest. And now really opening up for that left side. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale to lift up. Take those legs out in front of you, shake them out a little bit. And then we'll slowly begin to lower one vertebrae at a time. Inhale the arms overhead, take a long stretch. Pointing the toes. And then exhale, arms alongside, separate the legs a comfortable distance apart. Take up as much space as you want. Moving into our Shavasana. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. Another inhale through the nose. Letting the body settle now. Allowing Shavasana to be the time when our body feels the effects from all of those movements. So these few breaths, first breaths of Shavasana, scanning the body. From the toes up to the crown of the head and then back down. Finding areas of the body that are working to hold yourself up here, knowing that they can let go because the earth is supporting you. Releasing any hold in the belly. Breathing into that power and strength and fire that we tapped during our practice. And allowing all that to now soften. Knowing that you can tap that strength at any time. And start to deepen your breath now. Invite small movements and wiggling fingers and toes, circling wrists and ankles. Inhaling the arms overhead, take a long stretch. On your exhale, drawing knees in toward your chest, and then in one motion, rocking onto your right side, coming into this nourishing fetal position. Just take a couple breaths there. Allow the energy to move from the heart into the body, reawakening you, re-enlivening you, welcoming you back. Slowly then rock the chest toward the earth and then press into your left hand. And then that right arm, right hand to circle your way up to a seat, keeping the eyes closed or soft. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart and a soft bow of the head toward your heart to take a moment to thank yourself and know that I thank you. Honored and just humble to lead you all in your practice. Thank yourself for this time, for you to enhance your self-awareness by observing, honoring, moving the body, looking for ways to deepen the practice of yoking mind, body, and spirit. Bringing the fingers up to our third eye, our source of intuition. The light in me sees and honors the light illuminating out from each of you. And here we'll Om together. Take a full inhale and exhale it out. Oh. Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Have a beautiful day. Adrian, Michelle, and somebody joined us with, it just says iPad.
Olivia. It's
Oh,
me,
Olivia.
Olivia.
Of course.
Hi.
Of course. Hi.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
And I'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow is Vinyasa Flow 9:30 to 10:15, and it'll be available through Zoom if any of you would like to join.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Michelle. Thanks.
Thank you. Good to see you as always.
Thanks. Good to see you. Your smiley face. Have an awesome day. Bye.
You.
Yeah, so we had 4 online.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Tracy, Olivia. Yep, Tracy. Olivia, Michelle, and Adrian.